Hey everybody, welcome back for another deep dive. And today we're going to look at something kind of different.
Okay.
We're going to be looking at how home health, hospice, and private duty home care are getting creative
Oh, cool.
with their marketing. It's
Mhm.
not just brochures and ads anymore.
Interesting.
We found this really cool PDF,
Mhm.
kind of like a playbook for April marketing in these fields. And I think some of these strategies are going to surprise you.
Well, I'm definitely intrigued. Let's dive in.
All right. So
Yeah.
I think what's so interesting about this playbook is that it blends genuine community engagement with traditional marketing.
Yeah, you're right. It's less about promoting services and it's more about, positioning these businesses as valuable resources
Right.
and partners in their
It's
communities.
like they're saying, hey, we're not just here when you need care. We're here to be part of your community.
I like that.
Right?
Yeah, I like that approach.
So the playbook breaks its suggestions down week by week, starting with week 14, which is World Health Day on April 7th.
Got it.
And they suggest aligning your marketing efforts with the World Health Organization's theme for the year.
No, that's smart.
Yeah, which keeps things relevant,
Yeah.
and demonstrates awareness of global health concerns.
For sure.
Okay, so here's where it gets interesting. They actually suggest offering free blood pressure screenings
Oh, wow.
at local parks,
Oh, okay.
which I think is brilliant.
Yeah.
Because it positions the agency as like a proactive health advocate,
Mm-hmm.
not just, providing care when something happens.
That's right. Meeting people where they are.
Yeah,
Literally, and creating that positive association before they even need the services.
exactly. Then in week 15, we have Occupational Therapy Month.
Okay.
So the playbook suggests tapping into resources from the American Occupational Therapy Association, or AOTA,
Mm-hmm.
and then honoring occupational therapists with thank you cards.
Oh,
They even suggest a contest for past clients to design these cards.
that's a really nice touch.
Right.
Highlighting the impact of occupational therapy and
Yeah. Leveraging those free resources from AOTA, like those flyers and teaching topics,
exact.
really reinforces that expertise.
Absolutely. So then week 16 brings us to National Volunteer Week,
Right?
where the playbook really encourages you to get out there and do some visible community involvement.
Okay.
They suggest branded t-shirts with the official logo,
Nice.
and then activities like highway cleanup or reading at libraries and senior centers.
That's fantastic. I mean, think about the long-term branding impact of that.
Right.
It goes beyond words. You're showing your commitment to community well-being
Absolutely.
and associating your business with something positive.
Moving on to week 17 and Cancer Control Month. They recommend acknowledging this with small but meaningful gestures,
Okay.
like thank you cards and daffodils for staff at cancer centers and hospitals.
Well, that's nice.
Right.
Showing empathy and aligning the business with a cause that resonates with the target audience.
Exactly. And they also suggest participating in the American Cancer Society's Daffodil Days.
And finding local events that benefit cancer research.
Great.
So we've seen this real emphasis on community involvement. But now the playbook kind of dives deeper
Okay.
and offers tailored marketing advice for each industry:
Oh, interesting.
home health, hospice, and private duty care.
All right, I'm ready.
So for home health, the focus shifts to winning over hospital discharge planners
Okay.
by understanding their needs
Hmm.
and offering solutions that address key concerns,
Like what?
like readmission rates, for example.
Makes sense.
So it's about,
Yeah.
understanding what they need and then positioning home health services as solutions.
Right. Not just selling services. You're
Mm.
offering solutions that benefit everyone.
Exactly. The hospital, the
Yeah.
patient, the agency.
Yeah, everyone wins.
When it comes to hospice, the playbook really encourages agencies to explore these underserved markets,
Like what kind?
like pediatric palliative care,
Okay.
which is kind of a niche area
Yeah.
with a great need for awareness and resources.
Yeah.
And then for private duty care, they have this 10-step guide to winning over church and charity groups as referral sources.
Oh, wow.
So it's about tapping into those existing networks and building trust
Mm-hmm.
with community leaders.
So it's like a mini master class
Yeah.
in relationship building.
It
Got
is.
Yeah.
It starts with identifying the right contact within the group
Okay.
and then requesting a face-to-face meeting.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah, because it's so much easier to build rapport and make a connection in person
For sure.
than over the phone or email.
Absolutely.
So it seems like this playbook is really about building genuine connections, not just with individual clients, but with the community as a whole.
Yeah, absolutely.
But let's kind of dig into some of the specific tactics
Okay.
that they suggest, starting with those hospital discharge planners.
All right. So the playbook emphasizes that you really need to understand their concerns, especially when it comes to reducing those 30-day readmission rates.
Right.
It actually encourages agencies to look at the diagnoses
Okay.
with the highest readmission rates in their area and then develop specialized programs to address them.
So it's not just about saying, hey, we provide great home health care.
Yeah, no, exactly.
It's more about, we understand your challenges.
Right.
And we can help.
We gotcha.
Yeah.
We've got solutions.
Yeah.
They're not just selling services, they're offering solutions.
Right. So, for example, if a hospital is struggling with readmissions for heart failure patients,
Okay.
a home health agency could create a targeted program, something like 5-star heart health.
Oh, I like that.
Right.
What would that look like?
Well, it could involve detailed clinical pathways
Okay.
that are specific to heart failure educational resources for patients and their families, and then follow-up calls to check on the patients.
Oh, wow.
And make sure that everything's okay.
So you're providing that extra layer of support
Yeah.
to really help patients stay healthy at home
Exactly.
and reduce those readmissions.
Which benefits everybody.
Everyone wins.
So let's shift gears a little bit to hospice care.
Okay.
I was really fascinated by their suggestion to explore underserved markets, like pediatric palliative care.
Yeah, it's an area where there's often a lack of awareness.
Right.
And the playbook really encourages hospice agencies to become advocates.
Okay.
It points out that the National Hospice and Palliative Care Organization, or NHPCO, has developed standards specifically for pediatric palliative care.
So it's not just about waiting for those referrals.
Right.
It's about proactively educating the public and healthcare providers.
Exactly.
About the availability of these services.
Yeah, and they even suggest reaching out to children's hospitals, cancer centers, and pediatric support groups.
Oh, wow.
To offer their expertise and guidance.
So again, it's about positioning themselves as that resource, not just a service provider.
I like that.
And speaking of targeted engagement, let's talk about that 10-step guide.
Okay.
For private duty agencies looking to partner with churches and charity groups.
All right, so this section is all about building those authentic relationships.
Okay.
And it really starts with the basics, identifying the right person to contact within the group, and requesting a face-to-face meeting.
Because that's so important, right?
It's so much easier to build that rapport.
Yes.
Make a personal connection in person.
Yeah, it shows genuine interest.
Absolutely.
And, respect for their time.
Yeah, for sure. And the playbook also emphasizes the importance of doing your research beforehand.
Oh, that's a good point.
Understanding the group's mission and values their target audience and what's important to them.
So instead of just giving a generic presentation about your services.
Yeah, tailor your message.
You're offering something that speaks to their needs.
Exactly.
Right.
So, for example, if you're presenting to a senior group at a church, you could focus on maintaining independence at home.
Oh, that's a great example.
Yeah, you could discuss common challenges seniors face, offer practical tips and resources. Even bring in an occupational therapist to demonstrate simple exercises or home modifications.
It's a good idea.
You're providing value while showcasing your expertise.
It's brilliant because it transforms that sales pitch.
Right.
Into a valuable community service.
Exactly. And the guide goes beyond just that initial meeting.
Okay.
It emphasizes the importance of following through on your commitments, staying in touch, and finding ways to be helpful and supportive.
Even after the presentation's over.
Yeah, you're building a long-term relationship built on trust and mutual benefit.
We started this deep dive talking about marketing strategies.
Right.
But it's really so much more than that.
It is, isn't it?
It's about community engagement, building relationships, and using those connections to make a positive impact.
It's about recognizing that marketing at its core is about connecting with people on a human level and providing something of genuine value.
And when you approach it from that perspective,
Yeah.
the possibilities are pretty much limitless. So this playbook really seems to be less about hard selling and more about creating a win-win scenario.
It is.
For the agencies, the referral sources, and ultimately the people who need their services.
It's about fostering a sense of partnership.
Right.
Recognizing that we're all part of this larger community.
And when we work together, we can achieve amazing things.
Absolutely.
This has been a really eye-opening deep dive.
It has.
I'm already thinking about how I can apply these principles to my own work.
Me too. It's a good reminder that genuine connection and a commitment to community can be powerful tools no matter what field you're in.
We've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive, talking about these specific marketing strategies for home health, hospice, and private duty.
Yeah,
But what I think really strikes me is how this playbook goes beyond those specific sectors.
it does.
It's really like a blueprint for community-focused marketing.
It is, isn't it, those core principles of understanding your audience, building those genuine connections, and offering real value? It resonates far beyond these industries.
And the playbook highlights this adaptability throughout. It's not about finding this one magic formula.
No.
It's about tailoring your approach to fit
Yeah.
specific audiences and situations.
We saw that with the suggestions for everything from the discharge planners
Right.
to connecting with those church groups.
Right. It's about asking yourself, who are you trying to reach? What matters to them? And how can I be a resource that meets their needs?
Yeah, and speaking their language, understanding their challenges,
Yes.
and offering solutions, not just services.
And what I found really inspiring is this emphasis on community involvement.
Oh, absolutely.
It's not just about marketing your business.
Right.
It's about being a good neighbor.
Being a part of the community.
And the playbook
Yeah.
really drives that point home
Yeah.
with suggestions like participating in National Volunteer Week, supporting local causes.
Yeah, you're not just telling people you care.
Right.
You're out there doing it.
And these actions build trust and goodwill,
Absolutely.
which are so valuable.
Yeah, especially for businesses dealing with healthcare and personal services.
It all comes back to building those genuine connections.
Yeah, it's about relationships.
Not just transactions.
Right, and those relationships are built on trust, mutual respect, a shared commitment to the community.
This deep dive has really changed how I look at marketing.
Me too.
It's not just about getting your name out there.
No.
It's about making a real difference.
It is.
So as we wrap up, I want to leave our listeners with a challenge.
Okay, I like it.
Take these principles, the adaptability, the genuine connection, the community focus,
Yeah,
and apply them to your own world.
that's great advice no matter what you do.
Whether you're a small business owner, a freelancer, part of a big organization, think about how you can use these ideas to build stronger relationships, offer real value, and make a positive impact in your own community.
Because we can all make a difference.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And if you're interested in seeing the full playbook, we'll include a link in the show notes. But until next time, keep exploring, keep connecting.
And keep making a difference.